We're good.
Let's go. Rebecca, do you have the questions in front of you? Would you like to conduct?
Okay.
Okay, I can share my, okay. Let me share my screen with the picture. I think we need to see the picture. I need to see the picture. Do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I enlarge the picture here. Yeah, okay. I think based on the picture, we need to answer questions. So now, can you start, Rebecca?
Okay. So the first question is which needs is this little girl trying to fill? Hello.
I think she wants to change her social status and want more attention from people.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you see, Clayton?
The thought that I had was on the presentation, it talked about communication climate. It talked about how the climate of a relationship is primarily shaped by the degree to which the people believe themselves to be valued by one another. And so the thought that I kind of had, the need that she's trying to fill, is that communication climate. She's trying to make herself feel valued by others as much as she should be. So she's kind of like trying to fill that in.
Okay. Maria, do you have anything to say?
Excuse me?
Hello, Maria.
Oh, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. All right. So, Jenny, do you have anything else to say?
Yes. Okay. Well, I was looking at the picture and I was trying to see something else, you know. And sometimes when kids wants to, you know, when they want attention, that you already mentioned, Maria and Clayton, they try to do things to call your attention, to call you. They try to be funny when she's laughing, trying to, I need your attention, I need time with you, I need you to spend time with me, I need to have fun with you, you know? That kind of things, because it remind me my Elisa. When she wants some kind of time, me to get close and play, she's there doing something. Yeah, and that's part of the needs. It's part of the individual needs. She need socialize with somebody. It's not to be lonely, you know.
Okay. All right. That's very true. I think my view is similar to all of you, and I think she was trying to get or attract people's attention to herself, and as she felt less important and alone among her peers, and she was also desperate to have it all with no competition or contenders. Okay, so, alright. So should we go to the next question?
Okay.
Okay. The next question is how does she go about trying to fill those needs? Clayton?
Some of the things that she did to try and fill those needs was she got the new cool toy that everybody would love to have. That got the ball. And she thought that that would make everybody want to be her friend. And then eventually she became friends with the little boy and deflated his ball. Um, and so I think that the way she's trying to go about filling those needs is like trying to have the thing everybody wants, trying to, I guess, like almost like jealousy in a way, or popularity. And then eventually when somebody else has that over her, she kind of like resorts to, I don't know what you would call it, um, kind of like, you know, um, I don't know what to call it, but she becomes friends with him so she can destroy his ball, basically.
Okay, that's very true. Marian, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I thinking the same as Clayton, and when she tried to find something to catch the attention of people, she feels looking the little eyes from the I don't know, it's a person selling that toys like a memo eyes, but she believes the ball is better, but when she go to school and find that the boy has a big ball, she feel, I don't know, I think she was sad because uh, I think she can imagine that somebody else has the same idea. I can think so.
Yeah, thank you very much, Maria. Jenny, what do you think?
Okay. Yes. Sometimes kids when they want to play, they want they wanted to have the control. They want to manipulate you, and the same time they want to persuade you. They kind of manipulate it, but most persuading you to come and play with her by smiling, by putting faces, things like that. To meet that need. They working toward that. I want to play with you. Yeah.
Yeah. So, thank you very much. I was just thinking about this when I was watching the video, and I heard Clayton mention the same thing about jealousy. I was actually surprised. I didn't know whether she was in some kind of competition or she was jealous for her to go to the extent of being friends with the little boy and then messing everything up. I don't know if it's jealousy, but then somewhere along, she just made a comment. She said something that that is a real sense of accomplishment when she eventually caused a mess with the ball. She said that was a real sense of accomplishment. I don't know if it was some kind of jealousy and then she was able to fulfill that by causing a mess to the ball. But then I also think that maybe, and what I was thinking about was how she said she was going to make a research to find out what she could do or how that will cause people's attention to be drawn to her, and that will make people recognize and probably praise her or something. Um, yeah, so I think um, we all made nice contributions. Yeah, and that's very true. But then I was just wondering, I don't know if you can help me out with this. Was it some kind of jealousy or it was a competition? I've been thinking. Clinton, what do you think?
What was the question?
Was it some kind of jealousy or she was in a competition or what? I've been thinking, I don't know. I just
Hey.
Yeah, I think she was kind of caught up in the whole jealousy thing. Um, she was definitely jealous of of the other kid who seems to be more popular than her. And so I think that's something that we all do at one point in time, you know, no matter who we are, no matter how old we are. I think we all kind of fall into that same trap. Um, you know, is jealous of his popularity and wants to be like him.
Yeah, that is very true. I remember when I was in the primary class, there was this guy who he was always the first person in the class in case of any exam. So I was so jealous that I don't know if it was some kind of jealous, but then I could compete. So anytime I wanted to do what when I see him learning, I want to learn. Anything I want to see him doing, I just want to do so that I can be better than him. So what you said is really true. Can we go to the next question, please? Okay. So the next question is, do you know any adults that still do the same thing? Can you share examples? Maria, can you help us? Hello.
Yeah, I was thinking in some friends, they are boys and they are adults, and I thinking they doing the same like this girl because they buy a car and the other buy another car um, more more I don't know more recently or and the other boy buy another thing and they have an like competition buying things for feel they are better and they just for I don't know just for I think they are jealousy about each other and I laughing because they are spending money in things like they really know they really don't need, but they wanna be the best of both. So I think that's an example.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Jenny, you have anything to share?
I have a little Thanksgiving for me. Looked around. Eyes did not respect me properly.
I'm sorry. Let me see. One
Had
second.
to
Okay, Nick.
Thank you. Good.
I'm sorry. Can you excuse me 2 minutes? I coming back. Sorry.
Okay. This is why I need
Eh? He's not in Nigeria. He's not in Nigeria. People who talk too much, they make you laugh.
Okay. So, okay.
Did you hear what I said? People who talk too much, they make you laugh. They make you laugh sometimes.
Mara, you're muted.
I'm telling you,
No, Jenny, you're muted.
they make you laugh.
Jenny, we can hear you.
Why? You like the quiet guy, bro.
Okay, so Clayton, do you have
You
anything to
like the
share
quiet
on
guy.
this question?
Yeah. Just thinking about this question, do the only adults that still do the same thing, and thinking about how we kind of talked about jealousy. I think even I can see this in myself. Um, I can think of times in my life as an adult
He was
where I
asking because
have kind of like
I wanted to
um,
say,
been jealous of the things that others have, or
oh
been
wow.
jealous about something of another
Should I
person.
come?
I wouldn't say I've necessarily resorted to like sabotage of like deflating their ball or whatever you want to call it. But an example that comes to my mind is I was on my mission um, in this area that I was serving in. There was originally just the two elders there, me and my companion, and then they brought in two Spanish-speaking missionaries, and the one of the missionaries that came in was really outgoing and really good at talking with people. And for myself, I'm more reserved. I don't really talk a lot, and I wanted the people there to like me and to think I was a good missionary and things like that. And the two new missionaries were very proactive, going out and talking to people and talking to members and things like that. And I could feel myself at some points, kind of being jealous of that, being unhappy about it. And it wasn't really like fixed until I was able to like talk about it and discuss it. So I think that there are some times in my life, as I'm an adult now, where I kind of have those times where I kind of get jealous of somebody else because either they're seem more popular than me or they have something that I want. And so I definitely think that that's something that we do. I think everybody does it as an adult. Some more than others, and maybe some more intensely than others. But I think we all do it.
Thank you very much, Listen. That is very, very true. I don't know if we have similar feelings, but then sometimes I go through, as you said, sometimes you see people with some qualities, some kind of things that they are able to do best, and then you wish or you want to do the same or even better than that, and that really ends up being jealous or something like that. Um, that is very true, Clayton. Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
So.
Clayton, thank you for reminding us that we feel these things, and as you said, sometimes it's more intensive. Or I see these two boys because it's very obvious, but as you say, I feel sometimes that uh, I wanna say the things or express like other persons or something like that. Thank you for share. Sorry, Rebecca.
Okay, so in regards to the question that we have been asked, I would like to say that yeah, we have adults who share similar traits with this little girl. I know someone who usually wear clothes that would definitely draw the attention of others to herself, and it's like there is one thing I've noticed: they are always busy, even though they might not be doing anything, but then they seem to be very busy trying to impress others so they can be praised or something. And then they are swift to say, I accomplished that, not even rated or anything like that, but then I was able to do this, I'm there, and then that kind of thing. So I feel that there are adults who have similar traits to this little girl. Okay. Okay. Maria, you're back. Welcome. Do you have any thoughts to share on question three?
I think that's for Jenny, right?
Oh, sorry, sorry.
Okay, can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
Maria. Okay, Jenny.
Repeat the question.
Do you know any adults that still do the same things? Can you share examples?
Can you back a little bit? Any other what?
The traits that the little girl was just trying to portray. Do you know any adults that still do the same thing? Do you have any examples to share on that? Trying to be better than others or to be great or something. Do you have any adults that still do the same
If
thing?
adults doing the same thing like the little girl, Jenny.
Did
Yes,
about what?
yes.
Um,
The things how the little girl was looking for in her needs.
okay. So far, I was trying to get. I missed that part, but okay. What she did is almost is part in a relationship with your husband or when you meet someone or your boyfriend. If I know an adult, I had I had two adults in my life beside my husband, my two daughters, one is 20, and they are starting to dating. We starting sometimes to getting in trouble, resolving problems. But I think it's important also in that time to have someone to console, you know, because when you're so young and sometimes you are spending with somebody, even with friends, so it's good to have somebody to console, you know, to fix some things. And some friendship, for example, uh, my daughter was wanted things for her. She wanted the person do everything for her, but she needs to understand in a relationship it's not just her happiness, it's the happiness of both person, you know. It's enjoying together. It's not just you have fun, you controlling the situation. It's not good you just controlling and demanding and everything you do the other person have to obey just to please you. No, you need also to yeah. I see those I see the little girl in some of my girls that they manipulate, but I'm still I console them and I say no, we make this to be happy, not just things like that. But yes, that happened.
Okay, thank you, Jenny. Okay, so I think we should move to the next question, and that is there a better way she could have gone about meeting her needs? Nathan, what do you think?
Her niece is about her niece, Rebecca.
Yeah, is there a better way she could have gone about meeting her needs?
Yeah, I think there is.
Nathan, what do you think? Okay.
Um, I
Oh,
think
don't worry, go on, please.
she could have reached out to some of the other kids and just asked them to be her friends. Um, I think that if she would have reached out to some of the other kids and just went out of her way to play with them and things like that, I think she could have achieved the same results. She seemed like a pretty happy little girl, pretty outgoing and nice to people. And so I think if she would have just went about it that way and asking people to be her friends, then she could have made friends and achieved the result of popularity in a way, instead of doing the things that she did.
Okay, thank you. Maria, what do you think?
Um, I I think uh, I think she could start joining the time with other kids and try to speak right because I think she's a little shy and and she is talking for herself instead of talking to people. Um, but on the other hand, I think she's very little for understand some things, and I think she learned with this lesson because in the video said she realized, or she in the end of the video she discovered that the things is not the important thing. The important thing is join with the people, share the time, and talking with them, and eat an ice cream together, and another thing. So I think she need to open more to the people to to reach the or to feel her needs.
That is very, very, very true, Maria. Um, I think the best thing was for her to be happy with her friends, as you said, and actually being friends with the rival, as in rival, and then learn to share with others than to have it all. She was thinking of having it all and not to share with others. And there was one thing that I was able to identify from this. Was it like she was being too prideful or what? And I I realized that humility is not a sign of weakness, but of spiritual strength, and and that was the element that she needed. She really needed humility in order to quench the babbling and fierce pride that she had. So, not for her to think of having it all, but then to think of sharing it with others. She could have been friends with them, share ideas with them, and not to think of having it all. Yeah, that's very true, Maria. Jenny, do you have anything to share?
You just recall, let me just include about, yes, in her age, because she's just young, it's not good just to stick with one person. For her age, it's good just enjoy with more friends, more people, girls, boys, mix up. That that scene is more like when you're dating, when you dating time. Dating is not just for people, dating is one on one. You're going out and meet each other and spend time each other and see how the relationship goes farther. That's more for dating. She got in love to the little boy that she wanted, and in some occasions that happened with even with girlfriends, that you want to stick with one friend and you don't want others come in that relationship because you just want it. But it's not good. It's better, as we may already mentioned, it's better to hang out with others, enjoy life, having fun with friends, not stick like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That remind me, my daughter. My daughter was she was in kindergarten. She was little, 5 years old, and there she had a friend, and that friend wanted to be with my all the time. She wanted to be with Julie, and because she was new to the school too, and they were little. In that time, it's good you have your little partner and hang out with your friend and stay, the company because she needs somebody. But then eventually years pass. Now they 7 years pass and they apart. They are not more stick with Julie, Julie. Things change, And I think when they live in love a lot, they very close.
Yeah, yeah, that's very true. Thanks, Maria. Jenny, thanks, Jenny,
Okay.
for this
Okay.
experience. I'm just confusing myself with Maria and Jenny.
It's my first time, but I
Okay,
was
so we have one last question to answer, and it's Okay, so I think we have one last question to answer, and that is are there any lessons here for you in your relationships? Wow, Jameson, you start for us.
Um, I think um, a couple of the thoughts I had. Um, were just kind of the main thought I had was the lessons that I can learn for my relationships with others. Just kind of like reaching out to others and um, you know, if I need something or if I have questions to ask them. Also, some of the things that you all have said in answering the other questions have also kind of sparked ideas with me. Um, we need to be humble, and just be happy with what we have. I liked what Jenny said about how it's better to just spend time with others and enjoy life, and not worry about everything else that doesn't really matter. But the important thing is that you have those relationships and that you're doing something to improve them. And so I think that those are some of the lessons for me that I've learned to apply to my relationships.
Okay, that's very true. Thank you, Jason. Maria, anything to add?
Yeah, I learned that companionship is better than material things. That is better share time and enjoying with people and be happy that thinking in material things or thinking in how I can be more popular. And but the best thing for me is companionship is better than material things.
That is very, very, very true. Sometimes we just forget about the companionship and then we focus more on the material things and then we realize that it wasn't supposed to be that way. Yeah, that's very true. Um,
Jenny, your turn.
The last when I saw the last scene in the video, I saw the boy taking the how you say, mashing the ball. The ball was broke out, and she was eating ice cream by herself and happy. I don't know. Can you explain me what happened in the last scene? I was so fast. Only see that. Can you explain me what happened? They broke up. They are not friends no more. What happened?
I think the ball was I don't know, broken or I don't know, and the boy was crying, and she going to help to give console. So and they share the ice cream and the time. I don't know.
When
Is
she was
that
eating, when she was eating the ice cream, the boy was there.
can I say?
the ball was broken or something?
No, the boy, the little, the kid
Yeah.
was there eating ice cream with her at the last scene.
Yes.
I just saw her lonely. I don't know. The first thing came out to my mind. Say, oh my goodness, that's how a person is when broke up a relationship. They don't know what to do. Want to break out everything in the home. They probably who break out the relationship is so happy. It's fine. It's happy. I broke out with that man or with that woman, and he's so happy while the other person is broken heart. knowing what to do. Yes, that was the
Yeah.
first thing that
And
you,
then
yeah, and it's,
yeah, I realized she just wanted to do something. That is why she became friends with him. Because you see that the ball was destroyed by her. So actually, she wanted to do it. That is why she made friends with him, so that she could get closer and then have access to the ball and then do whatever she wanted to do with. Because oh, wasn't she the one who destroyed the ball? I saw her. I don't know whether she was using a pin or something. She destroyed the ball herself. So when I saw them making friends and then that, I didn't think of her having that in her hand. I thought maybe she was getting closer to know more in order for her to also be noticed or something. I think she was having an agenda already. Okay, so I would like to add this what I also learned and I have learned that we need to respect people as they are, and we cannot have it all. That is why the Lord said, He has given us our weaknesses so that He would humble ourselves and seek help from one another and Him. And I've also realized that pride comes in so many forms, and once there is an atom of confusion in our minds, seeking to have more than the other, then the very element which is pride that destroyed the whole Nephite nation is being brought forth. So I think that we in a relationship, let me relate it to a relationship because we're discussing about relationships. Okay. So in a relationship, we are not supposed. That is my opinion. That in a relationship, we are not supposed to think about ourselves only, but then we should also think about the other person. We shouldn't be thinking of having it all, but then humbling ourselves in order to seek help from others. Sometimes there is one thing I realized from a friend, and I realized that when she needs something or when she needs help, I don't know if it was some kind of pride. She wouldn't tell anyone, she wouldn't seek for help, and then she would just be there struggling with it. But then the moment we humble ourselves and seek help from others, share ideas with others, we would become happy people. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Lucas. That was the last question, and then I don't know if we have anything else to discuss. Do you have any other opinions, comments, views?
No, I don't have more comments.
um, I have something to say.
Okay.
Once you may, for example, the presentation talk about if you get in a relationship and then if the relationship is not going well when you die, you break out the relationship. So if on dating time when you know your friend, it's better to break up. If you know that's not gonna be the right, not the right man, but the person that you want to spend a lot of years in a marriage, it's much better to. That's why it's important to dating with others, have a dating, and then and no more, no more boys and no more girls, more boys. It's very important because once you marry, you cannot break up. You need to keep working on that, and that's when you apply. That you like you also mentioned, you need to be humble. You need to be double humble, double patient. You need to not. You need to invest double time because you cannot get divorced quickly because it's once you marry it's hard, everything has to be double, and it's not just if the person give give me love, I'm gonna give love. No, in a marriage you cannot just wait the person give you love. You need to show it. You need to give. One time a leader said you need to give 100. It's not just you 50%. If you 100, you have to give everything that you have the person that you love. It's not only just to love, it's have compassion for the person too. That you already mentioned. feel compassion to help the other's needs. It's not just satisfy my needs, satisfy my partner needs. It's it's more difficult. It's not just I'm happy and that's what matters. No, be happy and that was matter. And that's important. That's why it's very important to socialize. It's like Clayton mentioned, Maria and you too, that we need to socialize. We include people when we're young. Well, I am not young no more. I already married. I need to keep working my double. I need to put my double portion every day. But Clayton probably single, and Rebecca, I don't know if you're single. It's good to know people.
Yeah.
It's good to spend time with that person, not hanging out for. I think I don't know who mentioned that, who consults. That is not about hanging out. Dating is dating. Two, not hanging out for. you know, give time to you and spend with your friend and know each other, communicate. You can know better the person. Because yes, it's not just getting love. Because the president also mentioned that love is a decision. Well, you feel love, but you take the decision to feel that kind of love and go deeper in loving that person.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
complicated. I never thought about it, but this gonna help me to console my girls. And I have only one son, so to console my son. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, and there was one thing I also realized and I really loved it. He said the key to succeeding in a relationship is not finding the right person, it's learning to love the person you found.
That's
I really love this quote so much. I really love it. You know, and yeah, and I think it's true. Yeah, it's true. It's not about finding the right person. Do you have any right person? That was the question I asked. Do you have any person, the right person? And it's just about learning to appreciate the person you have. That is the most important thing. And then there is one thing I always say, and that's and like even though you wouldn't be able to find the right person, you might find the right person, but then you should learn to build on. If there are certain weaknesses, you should learn to build on it, and then that person will be the right person for you. So when I saw this quote, I was like, wow, I love this so much. Yeah. Okay. Clayton, do you have anything to add? I don't know. Any views or comments?
Um,
Since we are done.
no, I don't really have anything. I thought it was interesting though the topic of relationships. I know I learned a lot of good things about every type of relationship that we can have. I like how we talked about more than just like the relationship of marriage or dating, but also our relationships with everybody. It's important to remember that everybody that we meet with or we talk to, for that amount of time that we're speaking with them, we're having a relationship with them. I liked how it talked about, for those 10 seconds that you pass someone and you make eye contact with them, you have a relationship with them. And then it's your choice whether or not you're going to continue that relationship with someone. So I think it's important to remember that every person that we know, every person that we associate with, we have a relationship with them, and we need to make sure that we are doing something to grow that relationship and make it better.
yes, oh my God.
Okay. Thank you very much.
To us. That's why it's an action, the decision that we take if we want that to go further. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very true. Okay. So I think we are done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, next week, some of you see the week for, we can gather on Friday or
Friday works for me, Maria. I think Friday works for me. We next week is about conflict. 11 week is a persuasive speech, so we can continue having our meeting on Friday.
okay.
That works for me
We
too.
don't need, we don't need to okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, on Friday is fine, right?
Yeah, it works.
Okay.
So next week
So
we're going to talk about.
for next week. Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Rebecca. Thank